The Night of the Whistling Trees. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between dark woods and misty hills, there lived a little girl named Lila. She was known for her kind heart. Her village, however, had one strange rule: never go into the woods after dark. It was said that at night, the trees began to whisper, and those whispers weren't friendly. Some said the trees could call your name if they liked you, while others warned that they might trap your soul if you wandered too close. But Lila, brave and curious, didn't believe in such things. She loved the forest, collecting wildflowers and listening the songs of the birds. One chilly autumn evening, as the sun sank behind the hills and the villagers hurried indoors, Lila saw something strange. A tiny, silver bird, unlike any she had seen before, fluttered from the woods and landed at her feet. Its wing was injured, and it chirped softly, asking for help. Lila, despite the warnings, couldn't leave the bird to suffer. Without thinking, she picked it up, cradled it in her hands, and stepped into the woods. The deeper she went, the quieter the world around her became. The usual rustling of leaves and chirping of crickets vanished, replaced by a strange, eerie whistling. Lila felt a chill in the air, but she pressed on, wanting to find a safe place for the bird to rest. Suddenly, the trees began to shift. Their branches twisted and bent. The whistling grew louder, and soon it wasn't just the wind, it was voices. Deep, raspy voices calling her name. "Lila, Lila, stay with us." The trees whispered, their bark splitting open to reveal hollow, dark eyes. Panicked, Lila clutched the bird tighter and tried to run, but the path behind her had vanished. The trees moved closer, their branches tangling like fingers, blocking her way. She realized then that the stories were true. The trees weren't just alive, they were hungry. Just as Lila felt she might never escape, the tiny bird in her hands let out a bright, trilling song. The sound was like sunlight breaking through the darkness. The bird fluttered up into the air, its wing miraculously healed. It circled above her, glowing faintly, before leading her back toward the village. The trees still whispered, but now they were distant and powerless. Lila followed the bird's light until she stumbled out of the woods, her heart racing, but her spirit strong. The village elder, a wise old woman, was waiting for her by the edge of the forest. She smiled knowingly and said, "The forest only seeks those with pure hearts, child. You were brave to enter, but remember, kindness alone cannot always save you. The woods will always test you, but tonight your compassion saved you." Layla never returned to the woods at night, but the silver bird often visited her window, singing its soft, magical song. And so the village slept soundly, knowing that while the woods held their secrets, there was a magic in kindness stronger than even the darkest whispers. The end.